have just completed 2 tools. We have a toolkit that informs or helps business understand what inclusive business is. We have also developed what we call a barometer that allows businesses to evaluate, to self-assess in terms of how they're doing, in terms of inclusive business, in terms of how they have integrated the poor into their business value chain. At this point, we have done launches in a few countries. We have done launches in Zambia, we have done launches in Zimbabwe, we have done launches in Mauritius, Mozambique, and during this very conference, we are doing a launch here in Zimbabwe. The idea is to ensure that there is national buy-in from both the private sector as well as government. So thus far, we can say, developed the necessary knowledge products and the tools that would allow companies to undertake inclusive business.
Historically, there's always a bit of mistrust between government and private sector when it comes to certain projects. How are you getting it right as Southern Africa Trust and making sure that they do get to speak to each other and they get it right?
The state-private or public-private relationship is a critical one. Government needs the private sector. The private sector creates wealth, it generates revenue for government, it provides that revenue through corporate taxes, but critically, the private sector also provides employment. Historically, in this part of the world, I'm sure in many parts of the world, the government has been a major employer. But what the model has been and what the aspirations or interests are is that the private sector should increasingly provide that kind of employment. So the partnership is indivorceable. There are challenges that arise from regulation, deregulation, the origins of industry, whether they are domestic, whether they are international, and a whole host of other issues. So it's an ongoing relationship. But I think it is clear to both private sector and government that the relationship is indivisible. And
let's talk about the outlook with this theme in mind. What you would like to see happening in the future?
The theme is value addition and beneficiation for industrialization. And I think, as you've heard during the conference, that this is a means to an end. It is a theme that has been with us for decades. From independence to date, we have discussed industrialization as a means of getting Africa out of its predicament, out of poverty, so to speak. What this conference has done as a committee of experts is to look at